I'm Dan.
And I'm Steve.
And today we're coming to you from my back deck. We're going to teach you how to grill a steak.
Do that. Go down. First step in grilling a good steak is picking out a good steak. So we've got two options here, two ribeyes, and we're going to go with the ribeye that's got a little bit more of the marbling. So we think that'll be a good cooking steak. It's about an inch thick. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up and take it back and put it on the grill.
So we're back here at the house. Steve and I just got back from the store. We bought a ribeye, a nice looking ribeye with nice marbling. We're starting the second step in the process, which is to allow the steak to reach room temperature. A step forgotten by most people and skipped by most people. However, very important because what it does is it allows for quicker grilling times, and it allows for more even grilling. So step number 2, allow the steak to reach room temperature. So back at the steak, it's about a half an hour later. Feels like it's reaching room temperature, and so it looks like we're ready to move on to step number 3, which is season the steak.
So now we're outside. We've lit the grill to get ready for cooking, and we're going to let the grill preheat to somewhere between 500 and 600 degrees so that we can get started with grilling the steak.
Moving on to the next step in the process, as you can see here, there's a plethora of spices that you could season your steak with, but we're going to be using the purest route, good old kosher salt and cracked pepper. Anything more than that is going to take away from the flavor of the meat and, in my opinion, ruin your steak. All right, moving on to seasoning the steak, we're going to use cracked pepper and some salt. And like we said earlier, anything more than pepper and salt is just going to take away from the flavor of the meat. So feel free to put as much or as little on it as you like. Feel free to experiment a little bit. Just make sure that you don't over season it, over salt it, because you're just gonna, once again, you're gonna overpower it with your seasoning. Good.
All right, so now the grill is preheated and ready to go. So the next step is we need to oil the grate. And the purpose of this is so that our steak does not stick to the grill while we're trying to cook it. We want to make sure that we use enough oil so that our steak does not stick, and go from there.
All right, the grill is ready. The grill's hot. The grill is properly oiled, and we're going to throw it on for 1 minute. What we're going to do there is let it sit for 1 minute. We're going to use a timer, and after that 1 minute is up, we're going to flip it onto its other side to make sure that we sear both sides to keep the juices inside. All right, 1 minute has passed, and what we're going to do is just flip it over using spatulas or using tongs. Getting nice grill marks there. We're going to let it sit on there for another minute. All right, so 5 minutes total has passed since we threw this on the grill, and what we're going to do is put this on its other side, cook it for the remaining time, which is 5 more minutes, maybe a little bit more. Steve likes his steak at a medium well, so we're going to let it sit there for the remaining time, about 5 more minutes. And as you can see right there, look at those gorgeous grill marks. Look at those diamonds. Thing of beauty.